Hello everybody, this is Dawn and I am back in the kitchen. This is the third dump cake that we're gonna make, okay? So tonight we're gonna make a I'm gonna call it lemon supreme dump cake, okay? It's gonna be so good. So here are my ingredients right here. I'm gonna use lemon cake mix, okay, by Betty Crocker. We have 2 cans of the lemon filling, the pie filling, okay? I'm also gonna put lemon extract in it. I am going to put a little vanilla extract as well. And I'm gonna put a little of the lemon concentrate. And I'm also going to melt butter, a stick of butter. And we're gonna pour the cake mix into here. We're gonna make a crumble. And then we're gonna just sprinkle it on top of the filling, okay? And then we're gonna also pat it with more butter on top of the cake mix, okay? So that's really it. The oven is preheating to 350 degrees. And we're gonna put it in the oven and then we're going to let it bake for about 40 to 50 minutes. You know, just gotta keep your eye on it. And after that, we're gonna let it cool and then we're gonna taste it. It's gonna be so good. So this is dump cake number 3, lemon supreme dump cake, okay? All right, let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna use this pan here. This is not really a 9 by 13. I don't really know the measurements of this pan, but so I'm gonna use this pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and just spray it a little bit here with this butter. Pan spray a little bit, just to make sure it doesn't stick. So I'm using the butter one because we're not gonna take this out of here, you know, like a cake is, so there's no flour in this because we don't really need flour, okay? So if you have the butter flavor, it's best to put that. If not, just, you know, you can kind of just spray whatever pan spray you have or for that, okay? So then we're gonna go ahead and empty out our lemon cream into the pan. Just dump it out here. And I got 2 cans because this is kind of thick and I want to make sure we have enough to spread out the whole pan. Lemon. It's just an easy way to do this. You can make your own lemon curd if you want to from scratch. You can do that. But I just feel like, you know, you want to show you guys something that's quick and easy and it's just as delicious. But definitely, by all means, if you have the time to sit and make your own, then you can do that as well. There's a recipe for that. I actually did a lemon drop cobbler. I think it's about a year ago now, but I do have a video out there if you want to go check that out and see how I did that one. It's kind of similar to this, just a little different, but you can check it out. And so what I'm going to do with this too, I'm going to actually taste this because sometimes it can be a little bitter, the filling. So I'm going to actually add my own flavorings to this. I'm going to add a little sugar to it. This is lemon, so you know lemon is bitter. And I probably should, this is a lot. I probably don't need all this in here, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and dump it all in there. I probably should have used 2 cake. Now, I might actually just mix this lemon with a white cake. I'm thinking this is a lot of filling here, so this might be a bit much for 1 box of cake, so we'll work it out. We'll see. So basically just go ahead and empty out your can. Go ahead and toss these. And I'm going to get a little spoon and then I'm going to actually taste it right now just to kind of see what I'm working with. It's not too bad. It is a little bitter. So I'm going to go ahead and this right here, I always add sugar to my cake mix. Even when I bake regular cakes, I add additional sugar in here. I'm gonna add a little, this is 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm gonna sprinkle a little on top of here, just to make it a little bit more sweeter. And then I'll share the rest with the cake mix, okay? Then also I'm gonna do some lemon extract. I'm not really measuring this, so you can just do this how you want. I would say probably, maybe that's about a teaspoon of the lemon extract. I'm also going to put a little the lemon juice in here as well. Not much, just a little squirt, which kind of comes out pretty fast. See, look how that comes out. Oop. So that should be good. I'll squirt a little of that in there. And I'm also going to put some vanilla extract. Now, because this is pure vanilla extract, so of course it's brown. Using imitation, it's clear. So I think I'm going to, let me see, I only have a little bit in here, but this is clear. And because this is yellow, I don't really want it to discolor the lemon. So we're just gonna pour just the rest of that. It's only a little bit in there, so. You could probably do like a teaspoon if you choose to. And then I also have my own, this is like, this is empty almost, guys. And I actually tried to call my local baker supplier today, and she doesn't have any in stock. And she has to go to her local warehouse where she buys them from. But they're not even open until Tuesday. Today is Saturday. So I can't even get any of these either from her. I'm gonna have to wait. So anyway, I'm just using the very little that's in here. Oh my goodness. See, that's the one little drop too. Oh my goodness. These are my favorite flavoring. It's the cream bouquet and the butter vanilla from the Magic line. And I also have a lemon illusion. Pronounce it right. But we'll put a drop or two of that in here as well. I want this to be very lemony tasting, but not, you know, sweet, not bitter, you know. So go ahead and just mix this up so we can get those flavors flowing through there. And then we'll taste it again. Now this cake mix has pudding already in the mix, so I'm not gonna add any pudding, because usually I would add pudding into this because I do have pudding, but I'm not gonna do that this time because the cake that I bought already has pudding in it, so I don't want to overdo it with that. So just kind of mix it up, make sure it's nice and mixed. So I'm going to taste this, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the cake mix mixed up. Pour the butter on there. Okay, that's good enough. I'm just gonna try this here. I'm gonna add a little bit more sugar, just a tad. Maybe that's off in the camera, y'all, sorry. So anyway, okay, it's nice and clean now. And then we'll go ahead and get this mixed up again. You can put lemon zest in this if you choose to. There's so many other things you can add to this if you want to. You can put cream cheese in this if you want. You can put coconut. This can be a coconut. I don't really like shavings of coconut, so I won't be doing that for mine. But yeah, you just make it your own for sure. All right. So just set this down here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. This is trash now, I'll keep it there. All right, so that's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and dump the cake mix here. And now, of course, always the bag. And remember, this is lemon cake, okay? So this is gonna be nice and lemony and buttery. You can use whatever kind of cake you choose. I'm gonna go ahead and just pour the rest of the sugar here. We're gonna get a little whisk here. We're gonna just mix this up. And I'm not gonna add any salt to this, because sometimes you would have to add salt. I'm using unsalted butter, but it's okay. The cake mix has salt in it, so you don't need to. It has all the flavorings that you need, so you don't even need to do anything else. All right, so that's there. So now this is my melted butter. I'm gonna go ahead and just pour the melted butter in here. And we're gonna just mix it. So I'm gonna do it a little bit at a time, mix it up, because we want a crumble. We don't want it to be a dough. Okay, so pour a little bit more. This is a whole stick of butter, so okay, so it should be fine. Typically, 1 stick of butter is enough for 1 box of cake to do this. If you put more than that, then it's gonna be like doughy. Just keep mixing it up here. This should be, and there's still dry cake mix in here, so it should take place of. So now let's just mix it up here. Chopping up those big pieces. Okay, that's good enough. So this is what it looks like. Okay. So it's a nice crumble here. And I'm gonna use my hands, of course, to sprinkle it over the top so that I can break up some of the bigger chunks, okay? So this is what it looks like. Okay. All right, so let me bring it down here. So, all right. So basically this is it. So just take this, I'm just kind of crumbling up a little bit here to make sure I'm getting some of these bigger chunks. Basically, I'm just going to take it and just sprinkle it on top, like so. Make sure every part is covered. Usually like to go on the edges, make sure the edges are covered. Look at that, it even smells good already. And this way, you can pretty much avoid having any dry cake mix after it's cooked. Because sometimes that happens to where you don't put enough butter so that it covers it. Just make sure it's spread evenly as much as possible. Like I said, you can definitely use 2 if you want, or just like a half of another one. I know there's a lot of filling in here, but we're gonna just go with what we have here. We're gonna get our butter pack. I'm gonna put that on top of this cake mix here. Kind of put those back in the refrigerator because I didn't want them to start melting before I can put them on top. Okay? So here's your butter packs. So I'm gonna go ahead and just break those off. Just kind of line them up here. Like so. Okay, so make sure that it's done. So I'll bring it a little closer so you guys can see. So basically that's what it looks like, okay? And like I said, you can add more butter on this if you want to. I think this should be enough to cover the whole pan. So that, yeah, okay, all right. So we're gonna put it on. So I'm gonna do 35 minutes first, and then we'll check it. 35 minutes, okay? So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and check it. It's in the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Okay guys, I have decided that I want to make a little glaze to drizzle on top of the dump cake. Powdered sugar. And then we're gonna just make this a lemon flavor and lemon coconut flavor, okay? So I'm gonna put a little lemon in here. Just a little lemon illusion magic lime. So we're gonna put like a drop or 2 of that in here. Some coconut extract. I'll just add a little bit at a time because you know you can put in but you can't take out, okay? So now we're just gonna go ahead and just get this mixed up. And then to see your consistency, it looks like it's gonna actually doing pretty well. So I'm just gonna mix it up like this until it's nice and creamy. We'll taste it and then we will. Once the cake, the dump cake cools, then we'll pour this on a little bit. I'll put a powdered sugar to thicken it up just a little bit. And that's really it. I'm full on my hand. I guess I might as well taste it. Tastes good. I think I'm gonna put a little lemon extract as well. Because the coconut is definitely overpowering. So I'll put a little lemon extract in it as well. Coconut is really, it's good though, but it's outpowering. Now since I put more liquid in here, I may have to put more powdered sugar because it's gonna make it more lucid. I really prefer this to be a little bit more thick. A little bit more powdered sugar. So you can just kind of measure this how you want it to be. To your taste buds, your consistency. No lumps, no clumps. gonna be nice. Okay. All right, so pretty much that's it as far as this glaze goes. So we're gonna do it like that. Like I said, based on your consistency, how you want it to be. And yeah, that's it. I'm actually gonna add a pinch of salt as well, okay? Just to kind of, just a little taste test. Okay, yeah. That's good. It has a lemon coconut flavor. I like that. Okay. So now, okay, so we'll just wait until it cools off. So let me show you guys it's out of the oven. Here, so you guys can see it. There it is. So there's the lemon supreme. Skewer inside just to make sure that it's coming out dry. So the cake is definitely done. It was actually in the oven for about, I'll say maybe about 45, 50 minutes actually. Well, 45 would have been perfect. I just left it in there 5 extra minutes because it was still a little like loose when I was shaking it a little bit, and I didn't want it to be, I wanted to make sure that at least, you know, the cake part is done. So that helped to make it a little bit more brown, okay? So all right, so once this cools off, I'm gonna go ahead and pour the drizzle of the glaze on top of it, and then we'll taste it. Okay guys, the cake is nice and cooled off. It's still warm, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this glaze drizzle over it so that we can go ahead and cut it and we can taste it, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna just drizzle this over the top. So, just do a perimeter. Alright, so that's about it. Okay, so here's my plates. So we'll just take this corner over here. Okay, nice and fluffy, of course. Okay, let's see. Let's see, we have the lemon inside here. Just put this over on the side. Wow, look at that. Delicious. Lemon supreme dump cake. Wow. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so now we're going to try it. Okay guys, all right, here we are. Here's the lemon supreme dump cake. It's really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this now, and then we're gonna see how it tastes. All right, let's see here. Okay, just so you guys can put that more personal up close. Okay, so here we go. Wow. Oh yeah. Wow. It tastes like a lemon, like those Hostess lemon pies. Wow. So good. Another must try out is the lemon dump cake. And it's very good. The flavor's good. Nice and buttery. Flaky topping, the cake, or the lemon. you can really taste the lemon in this. Like this lemon cake, fire. Now you don't have to use lemon cake, but I decided to since I'm doing a lemon, drop cake. So you use vanilla, whatever kind you want. It's great, but this is so good. It's buttery, flaky, perfect sweet, and tangy. The one thing I would say is 1 can is actually enough. So two cans is giving me a lot of the filling, which is good. But 1 can will probably do you just fine. But I do like the filling, so I don't really mind it being more. But it's very delicious. So excuse my family in the background. My sons have their friends over and all that. But anyway, I'm here in the kitchen doing what I do. So anyway, guys, this is it. Okay, so this is the dump cake, the lemon supreme dump cake. I add a little drizzle glaze to it, and that's like it's a lemon coconut flavor. So good, very, very good. So thank you guys so much for joining for number 3 dump cake, and we're gonna come back with one more for this week, and that video will be dropping soon as well. So thank you for joining. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please tell a friend for this and share this video. And if you're a new person viewing this for the very first time, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you're a returner, thank you for coming back. Thank you for joining. And if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and put a lemon in the comments, okay? For our lemon drop cake. All right, until the next time, you know what we say, what in God's delicious name. Enjoy. Bye.